Hi, my name is Carlos Incapié. I will be the engineer in charge of fulfill this project. One of the challenges we're facing here in this project is that the whole steel structure is more than 250 tons. And since today is 1st of November and we are in elections time in Colombia, we gotta end this project before this year ends. It is almost impossible. So we already speak with the people in charge. We're gonna need an extra month. So we're hoping to end this project for a time about the 10th of January, which is a really big challenge, the one we're facing here, because since it is 250 tons and the plates aren't ready, we gotta start working in the truss in Barranquilla, which is 300 kilometers away, which that is where the warehouse is, and we have to be ready for to receive the trusses here. We also need to start making the fabrication of the trusses, or if we don't do it, if we do it other way, we won't be able to target the deadline, which is a big challenge since it is 250 tons of steel. The main steel we're using here is A500. We're using the plate A36, which is what normally the industry used to work in these kind of projects. But what we are really doing here, it might be something outstanding, is the time. We're pretending to end this project before 3 months, which might be something great, especially for the region we're working in. We're in Cincelejo Sucre. There is not too much industry here, so we gotta bring all the things back from the capital of El Atlántico, Barranquilla. So we're facing a big challenge here to be able to end these projects in the next 3 months.
We're here again. One of the beautiful part of these projects is that every truss is gonna be manufactured. It's gonna be made in Barranquilla, which is 300 kilometers away from the field that we are working right now. And the idea is to bring all the parts of the roofing, the steel structure of the small stadium we're working in. The idea is to bring each part in big trucks, and now once they're here, we're gonna assemble it in the field to be able to mix this 70-meter truss, which weighs more than 12 tons. And right now we're putting the plates in the top, and we're gonna put concrete to be sure that the plates gets into the concrete, with the anchors.
Hi, we can have a look here to the plate, which is more than 120 centimeters and 80 centimeters in the other side. Has a thickness around that of 5 centimeters. We're gonna lift it and put it in the top of the coliseum. We're using a scaffold to do it by hand. And after that, we're gonna casting the plate, the anchors, and the coliseum itself to be sure that all get together with the same concrete. Hi, now we are in Barranquilla, where we are starting the second part of the process, where we are doing the trusses. So as you can see here, all the truss is going to have 70 meters long, and here we can just see the half of the truss, and we're going to divide the truss in 12-meter long parts, and after that we're going to send them to the construction yard, and we're going to use some flanges between the trusses, the 12-meter parts, to assemble them. As you can see, all the truss is pretty long. It also has some divisions, and we are being sure that we are following all the details of the truss in the manufacturing part, because we gotta fill in the drawings here. We gotta follow the drawings. Another part that we are working here is that to be sure that all the trusses are the same, exactly the same. We are using a template, as you can see behind me. We're using the template in order to be sure that all the trusses that are put in the stadium are going to be the same physically. So if we make a mistake or a small detail, things of millimeters and stuff like that, it will not be noticed because all of them are going to be exactly the same. So in the trusses, we're replicating the first truss just in order to follow the process. Now, something important to say is that we are in Barranquilla, Colombia, in the HA facilities, and all the pieces are going to be divided, and after that, send it to the yard, and we're going to use some flashes to be sure that we can assemble the parts in the field. The process, since the truss is double, we are flipping the truss to be able to weld the other face of the truss and then make it double, so we're turning it upside down. We're using a crane in our own facilities to be able to flip the truss, then put it in place before we do the assemble to make the truss double. So right now we are, as you can see, since the truss is double, right now we're putting it in position to be sure that once we flip it, the pins that the truss has will be in the right position. The crane allows us to flip it and to put it in the right position, and after that we're going to check the welds to be sure every single welding part is in the right position to be sure we're following the drawings.
In this part, we are doing the painting, where we are assuring that all the surface get covered by the paint, which is special because according to the steel we're working with, we select the right paint to be sure that it has the best application it can have. Hi, the whole structure has some critical welding parts during the whole structure, so we got to be sure that each part that's critical has to be checked. So in this case, what we do is write down what the welding part is, then we check out with visual inspection, we check out the vessel, and after that we proceed with the welding.
Well, after the welding part is done, the inspector comes and checks the welding. We're gonna check the welding with penetrating inks, which is gonna be in 3 steps. The first step is gonna be the cleaning of the welding. Now we're using the second ink inside in the welding, which has to be applied a feet away, and these inks will allow us to see if there is any imperfections in the welding. Now, in this part, we're using the developer. It is almost in all the brands, it is always white. Well, normally it is white, just to help the people to look for the couples in case they are present in the.
I'm gonna show you the surface.
Well, as we can see here in the part we are checking, which is this part here, it is always white. We're gonna wait some time to see if some of the spot checks come out. Well, now, once the process has been done, the critical welding parts has been checked, and the painting in the structure has been put on. The trusses are ready to be sent to the construction yard where they are going to be assembled. one to each other, and then we're gonna do the whole structure there. Thank you.